Jar Minx, how's it going? Yeah, I'm trying to. How are you? Been busy. Been very, very, very busy. Yeah, it's good to be back. I've been trying to force myself to kind of stream every day, or well, not every day, every off day that I have. So like it's a holiday for us, so this is technically an off day for me. So can I separate these out? Oof, let's see if I can do that. I don't think I can. Oh, I can. Haha, 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 haha. Okay, I don't want to do that. I don't know why I thought I was going to do that. Yeah, it's good to have some downtime and relaxation and the ability to kind of, you know, just work on things. Okay, so ideally, the way this should work is skip that one. Skip that one. Fuck. Okay, that's not how it's gonna work. So do skip, skip, skip. Okay, let's try that. Ugh, that's disgusting. Oh, this is Maya. Yeah, so I'm at a ultra wide screen, so it makes it hard. I was gonna in the left hand side put the product. So like for example, if I go to my Battlefield, it says Battlefield 2042, or if I go to Modern Warfare, it says Modern Warfare. I was thinking about doing the same thing for the programs, but I just haven't done it for my programs yet. So. No, you're all good, man. It's a little bit different of a stream setup. Yeah, so Blender used to have a totally different UI, and then they started to go more towards this, I think, to kind of make it easier for people who are not Blender friendly come over. It's an interesting kind of thing. I actually wanted to try Blender recently. I don't have the time, man. I'm in college, I'm still doing Navy stuff. So I really just don't have the time to learn a whole nother program. But I don't know, we'll see, maybe. Yeah, I left out keywords. I definitely left out keywords. But yeah, you're right. I did leave so I left common key combos. So that way you can see what I'm actually pressing while I'm, you know, in the program. That worked. Okay, good. Yep. Well, I remember before I used to get a lot of people asking me, like, what keys are you pressing? What the? That wasn't supposed to happen. Bye-bye. Oh, he's glitched. Yeah, that's kind of Barnado. Same kind of concept, I guess. General code errors exist no matter how much experience you have or how long you've been doing it. Bye, zombie. Oh, you should be dead. What the? Okay, I was like, what the hell? Eat poop. Looks like he got most of the UI stuff in. Oh, crap. I opened the same level. Well, that's kind of why I've been taking video reels, because you're exactly right. They should. Okay, let's try the pistol out. Or like the fact that I'm running in combat boots and underwear with a full backpack on. I'm sure somebody was gonna get entertainment out of that. Oh crap. Sun's going down. Oh, crap. Oh, it's so dark. Fuck it, I'm getting up here. Aha, they didn't see me. Dumb zombies. Yeah, that would be funny. I'm not wrong. Okay, let's get in the car. Turn on the lights. Let's go. Ooh, almost hit that. Kill the lights. Get out of the vehicle. Let it charge. Get in the big truck. 4x4, go. And I should be able to finish the mission. Hell yeah. With enough gas. Win. What's up? Okay, cool. So that all works. Yeah, that would actually be pretty funny. Like if you had a blooper reel specifically, and that was how it worked. That would be pretty interesting. Okay, let's check this. I'm gonna go back to doing the model. I just wanted to check the stuff and make sure it was good. Mester updated it last night. And it looks like it's good, so. You talking about the farming game? Valley of Crescent Mountain? Sadly, that game was not released. I made a couple of administratively stupid decisions that led to the destruction of that game. Specifically, thanks, Dragroll. So let me grab water. I wasn't planning on talking this much, so let me grab water real quick. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Let me turn off that. Yeah, so the shortest version possible that I can give you is I did a year of development. You know, that was the stream. We were gaming, traction, and everything else. And then somebody came in the stream and was like, "Hey, you can't use a student version for Maya and then make a professional product." And I was like, I'll be fine. And so after the stream was over, that kind of made me think about it. And I was like, I need to do some looking into this. And so I looked into it, and basically every model that I had made basically couldn't be used at all, because they encode the student models with a specific code. And there's ways to clean it like later on. But again, there was like evidence that I was using the student model for an entire year on Twitch. So I would have had to have gone back and redid everything, right? And so in that process, we started kind of redoing everything. And I don't remember if I showed you guys or not, but we had a bunch of, we refreshed the way the models looked. We changed a lot of the stuff, but a lot of the newer code hadn't gotten pulled over yet. And to be honest, I was kind of defeated. I felt stupid. Like, that's the easiest answer. I felt stupid for not knowing better and for doing the research to figure that out. And I feel like I kind of let my team down because I wasted their time. And so I kind of got not really depressed, because I'm not really a depressed type person. But I kind of, I wasn't happy about it, right? And so at the same time, I made the next pay grade, the next rank in the military. And with that rank in the Navy comes a lot of responsibility. I got deployed for 6 months. And by the time I came back and everything was good, my marriage was having some issues too, because of me being always deployed and me focusing on my career. And so I went through some troubles with that. And then I transferred over here to Misawa in Japan. And then in the process of, dealing with that and the divorce and everything else, I don't know. It's been hard to get back into that game specifically. I've wanted to. We thought about it for a little bit of time, and then I kind of delayed that. So, long story short, I haven't been in that same mind frame like that I was in before, and having that momentum. What's up, Mester? So now Mester and me are working on this new game, which is a zombie game. We wanted to make it a zombie survival, simple, easy, and, like nothing super complex to go through. And so that's what we're doing now, is we're trying to focus on getting a simple, easy kind of game out there, and use that money or that clout to kind of then look back at doing Vakuum at some point in time. I mean, the game is still solid. It still is relative. I think, you know, if we did it, it would be good. But I think I'm just not ready to go back there. Ah, that's true. Mester's not wrong. And Dragroll, you are also correct. It does take time to, you know, kind of figure that part out. So, appreciate that. Oh, Dragroll, I appreciate the resub, man. I don't have alerts yet. I'm still working on getting everything pretty and organized for this new thing. So I don't have alerts yet. I'm working on getting it back. Like I said, my main focus was to make it pretty. And then I was telling myself, well, I'm not going to stream until I get everything for the stream. But then I was like, I'm just wasting time. So I'm just streaming, and we'll see how it goes. But I appreciate the sub. And we got to come up with something new for Pig Nation, because we're not the Pig Nation anymore. I mean, I guess we could keep Pig Nation. I guess we could keep it, right? Stick true to the original, because we still have the emojis. Still got all the emojis. I can't be like, thanks for subscribing. Welcome to the Pig Nation. Because can't do the Pig Nation no more. We're not Pig Nation. Okay, let's get some... We're making some props today. That's what we're making. Yeah, actually, here, I'll show you guys. Good question. Thanks for asking. So, it's kind of an interesting new concept. I wanted to... Obviously, everybody's made zombie games, right? And so... What we wanted to do is we wanted to make a different take on the zombie genre. Honestly, I was never really truly happy with DayZ. I was never truly happy with Tarkov or any of those, simply because I just didn't like how hardcore they were in certain areas. But I did like the format and the idea. And so what I wanted to do was make an interesting take on the entire, you know, zombie genre, something that, you know, not everybody's done before, but at the same time, you know, still keep true to that survival concept. So we're going to have health, stamina, thirst, and hunger, and they're all going to affect each other. However, thirst and hunger are going to be super slow. Like, it'll be like an actual real days type of hunger. We'll have day-night rotation, which we already kind of have, and we'll have real-world events that are associated with day-night rotation, like lights turning on and all that other stuff. And zombies will act differently based off of whether they can see or not see. But the zombies aren't really like zombies that are affected by a plague. These are zombies that are affected by a computer virus. And so the idea is it's like 2075, 2045, somewhere around there. And people have been, you know, messing with their bodies and adding cybernetics and things like that, you know, to the entire... to their brains and stuff, and anybody who's done that is going to be affected by this kind of computer virus that happens, and it basically turns their brain into a default mode where it attacks and destroys other humans. And so anybody who had like a cybernetic core, it'll be kind of taken over by this. And so they're not really zombies in the sense that, again, it's a plague virus, but they're zombies in the sense that they're being controlled by an AI that is basically telling them what to do and how to do it. And the kind of plot twist is the AI is actually trying to use these zombies as a distraction. So it knows not all the humans have, you know, cybernetic changes, and obviously humans don't default come in with cybernetic changes. And so basically it's trying to buy time so that itself can create you know, a cybernetic version of itself. Kind of like in the Avengers, where he tried creating his own self. I can't remember the name of the villain, but basically he's trying to create a physical form of himself, and a cyber race that will overtake the humans. And so he's using all the factories and everything else to do that. And so, again, the humans are distracted with all of these people who are zombified and trying to survive, and they're not able to focus on you know, what's going on with the AI. And so the player is going to discover this, realize this, and try to stop the whole process. Again, when you basically start off, you're going to be fighting these really basic zombies that aren't really amazing. You know, they're just kind of walking around, little husks. And then later on, you'll have to start taking on some Terminator-style creatures, because the AI is starting to actually mass produce and create functionality. So in the more complex levels, in the places that the AI is actually developing and creating, you know, their factories, you'll actually have some Terminator-style monsters you'll have to take on. And then the final phase is you taking out the AI. It is going to be player versus world, so you could fight other players. PvP will be a thing. And then again, you also will have to deal with the world. And we're setting up the zombies to where their spawns are kind of only going to be in key locations. And again, the goal of the zombies is to kind of act as a deterrent and push you in certain directions. So if you create a camp, that camp will be more likely to be overrun by zombies, because it's creating a system there. And so there'll be a mix of melee, there'll be a mix of like futuristic weapons, like the rifle he has right now is kind of futuristic. It's not a common rifle. There'll be classic submachine guns, there'll be classic pistols. And again, you'll have inventory, and our inventory is going to be interesting in the sense that it's going to be dynamic. Backpacks and everything else will move. Hold on 1 second, I got to turn the camera back on. I'm using my DSLR, and the sensor has an auto off. I need to get the new mirrorless camera, but that's a couple of thousand, so that'll have to wait. But anyways, the goal is to kind of like, as humans, figure out how you can survive and beat the monsters, you know, long enough to where you can actually repopulate and things like that. Oh, he's gonna kill me. And we'll have interesting dynamics. We've worked on, so one of the cool things that we've done with this game that I'm super proud of and happy about is we're gonna have the ability to like literally I can get up on any ledge. It doesn't matter what it is, and I don't have to actually hard code it as a level designer. We've created it using some of the new technology to where it will auto detect edges, and then it'll use that to determine whether or not I can climb up on top of it. And so you can see I can't climb up on certain parts, and other parts I can. We have vaulting logic, so you can actually slide over objects, and then depending on if I can slide over it or not, I will either climb up or I will slide over, depending on where you hold space. And so we have a really dynamic system in that, and it all requires stamina, so you have to be able to deal with that. Let me check chat. So you moved on. Cyberpunk zombie world. Yeah, pretty much. And then cyberpunk zombies. Yeah, that's a cool premise and adds some cool mechanics. It is 100% multiplayer. So we've actually set this up to where you can host dedicated servers, because, you know, that's something I've always wanted to do. Like, I always thought that gameplay is the most best version of creating multiplayer games. And so it'll be hosted, so you know you can actually have your own game mode. You can modify things out. You can modify, you know, weapon stats or zombie stats, things like that. But it will be 100% self-hosted, and it's going to be using the EA online services. So we're using not EA, sorry, Epic online services. So we're using Epic Online Services tool to kind of like push this project. So you'll be able to do friends and things like that using that process. I don't know if we're gonna release on Steam. We've talked about it. I don't know. We'll see. But as of right now, at least it's set up for that. And then we're gonna have different game modes. So the first game mode that we're working on right now is not gonna be survival. Survival is the long term. The first game mode is you're gonna spawn inside of the city. That's what this is to represent. You spawn inside this city, and all the players will spawn in different locations. And then you've gotta find car parts, and then you put the car parts together, and then you get your car. And then once you've got your car, you can use your car to get to the gas station. And you're only gonna have enough gas or electric capabilities, because we're not using gas, we're sticking to EV. You only have enough battery to get to the gas station. And so this will be kind of littered. And players can shoot out your tires and disable your vehicle and all this other stuff. But the point is you're gonna have to get to the gas station. And once you get to the gas station, you'll have to fill up. So you have to leave your car on this pad and kind of defend it from everybody who's coming in, or help each other out while the zombies are attacking you and everything else. And then once your EV is charged up all the way, then you can leave again and then try to make it to the last round. And as you die, you become a zombie. If you are running around and trying to help, you can hinder other players. Like you could set up an ambush and stop players from getting to the end. If you get at the end, you can stay there, or you can go out and help other players get to the end, or again, you can stop them. You get more points for doing certain things, but the goal is you want to get to this campsite. So you get to the campsite and the round is over, and then you have a score based off of that, and you'll get points. Another method that we're talking about doing, so then you have to run. That's the thing is, so the idea is probably everybody's gonna screw up each other's cars, and so you're gonna have to focus on run and help each other out, and that'll be kind of the cool part. I don't know how to say that. I don't know if that's Ilagi Cape. I don't know, Ilagi Cape. Thanks for the follow, appreciate it. So yeah, that's kind of what we'll end up doing. What did Eric say? Sorry, 1 second. So we'll probably make it to where, again, the goal is to kind of like interact with the world, and we don't want players like in COD just leaving. So that's why we're gonna make them zombies too. And then there's another game mode that we talked about where basically you'll all be snipers on the top of roofs in the city, and there's going to be civilians walking around, and your job is to kind of help them. And we kind of got this idea from we were creating an AI test level, and I'll show you what it looks like. And so in the AI test level, we were testing the zombies mentality for how it works. So like they have hunger system. The AI is actually fairly complex. It has a leader, that's the person with a crown over them. And then they find dead bodies, they feed, that's that little bar on the left. And once they've fed, then they start roaming around. If they don't, then they lay down and they just relax. And so one of the things we did was we wanted to see the player running and watch the zombie kind of attack. So we created this little test, and it was kind of a cool idea to try to help the civilian out. So we were thinking about making a sniper game where you get more points for helping players get to the end. So maybe you'll have players or NPCs that are trying to run, and then you'll have some that are sniping. And so you're trying to help each other out. So the snipers can help each other, the players, get to the end zone, and they get more points for doing that. And they've got to, you know, disable the zombies or kill the zombies altogether. And so that came from this mode. And then we've talked about a couple other modes, you know, extractions one, overall survival. The idea is we want to make something, yeah, right? We want to make it as interesting as possible while making a fast-paced version of the game, so that way you can kind of just get in with your friends and play a little bit, rather than just having just a survival mode. And then we'll get to the survival mode as we go through. Because I think that was one of the mistakes that we made with Ruin Valor was, or not Ruin Valor, sorry, what's it called? Vakam, is the scope was just so big. And so we're scoping it down a lot. and kind of creating a bite-sized version first, and then we'll expand from there. So let me see if I have it. Right here, you can see this is our roadmap right now for the game, and everything in green is what we've got accomplished. We actually have a little bit more than what I've marked on there done already. I haven't updated it in about 4 weeks. So we've got a few things done. Yeah. I mean, that definitely hurt it too. That didn't help. Well, and then we lost, like I said, we lost Jaden. That was never fun. So, long story short, that's where we're at. That's the game I'm working on. I'm working on props today. That way Messer has some items to play with in the inventory system. So I figured I'd make like an apple, a fish, a water bottle. So like that way you can have the food to eat. And then I already made the grenade the other day. So I'm gonna make an apple, a water bottle, some fish. It's like stuff you can eat. And then maybe I'll make like a health kit or something so that way we can interact with that. Just something to spend some time streaming with and practicing and, you know, getting the community back to where it needed to be. And so that's kind of why I like streaming before, is it forced me to work on the game. Like, oh crap, that's not what I want to do. It forced me to kind of work on the game. I didn't have an, you can't have an excuse when you got people who are expecting you to, you know, be streaming. How have you guys been? Now that I blabbered on about my life. Oh crap, what the heck? That doesn't look bad. Okay, so that's the apple, right? Stem. Nice. Very cool. Very good. Very, very good. It's always enjoyable to get the house. And to be in the country and still have decent internet. That's the dream, man. Well, I mean, honestly, with Starlink now, it's a possibility for most Americans too. Three. So it should be 2. Yeah, okay. So we can take that here. Okay, that worked. And grab that. And then line the 2 up. Hey man, I appreciate it. Yeah, I'm not a huge FPS person either, by the way. So I actually kind of understand that. Like I'm not either. I think our mentality is it's the genre that a lot of people are into right now. Okay, this should work. Yeah. Yeah. Well, so I think that's kind of the that's kind of an interesting point. I think we're gonna hold off. You know, on trying to be too down, specifically down the FPS genre. We're gonna stick to survival too, and honestly, it's gonna have melee combat too. So I mean, it's and it's third person. So I mean, it's not like a normal FPS. I guess third person, first person, it's the same thing, just camera angle. But again, the goal is going to be more story-oriented with you know, the survival tactic on it. Kind of, yeah. Okay, so let's bring it up. Okay. And then we'll ungroup it. The funny part is I'm not gonna be able to do any UVing on stream yet because there's a glitch. Well, I guess I could do the UVing here. Yeah, so I'm supposed to be doing it on my big 4K monitor. So over here I have my 4K monitor. Let me see if I can get it in screen view. Not really, I guess. It's on a rotator, but this is where I do all my drawing. It's a 4K monitor, and I've got it on a swing arm. So that way I can draw on it and everything else. But the problem is it doesn't, 3D Coat does not play well with the 4K at all. And so it doesn't work. It just doesn't work. So I can't do it on the 4K monitor, which means I can't draw it. I could do it by mouse, but that's the whole reason to have it here. So on stream, I won't do any actual texturing yet. I put in a trouble ticket. So hopefully 3D Coat fixes it. Maybe I'll just move to Substance. I honestly should. Okay, so everything looks good. Get rid of that. You know, the funny part is UE5.1 has texturing tools in it now. You can actually literally do some texturing stuff. They're honestly getting rid of the need for Maya, like legitimately. It's crazy the stuff that they've added in a 5.1. Like you can actually modify UV maps. So I can create my own UV maps inside of Unreal. I can do my own rigs inside of Unreal, and so I can create my own animations, save my own keyframes. Like I can do everything in Unreal. It's unreal. Okay, so we can save this out. Meshes. I don't know if it'd be a prop. I'm just gonna call it prop, fuck it. Nice. Okay, so we got some apples. That's about the size of an apple, right? Yep. So now we need to do water bottle. Good thing I have a water bottle right here to reference. What's going on, Dalmatian? Yeah, there's lots of progress. We're working on a new game now. And no progress on the old game, sadly. Vacuum is not dead, but it's been on in-def hold, I guess, until we've kind of gotten enough people / ability to accomplish it the way that we want to. So it's basically a cyberpunk. I guess the description they used is a cyberpunk zombie game. That was the description that the chat gave it. Here, I'll show you. So you have zombies that roam the world that aren't really zombies. They're technically humans that have cybernetics in them that have been corrupted via AI. And they're looking for dead dead bodies and other things to harvest, as they are right there. And then your job is to kind of figure out how to stop the zombie plague, which isn't really a plague. It's a virus. Like I said, it's a computer virus. So your job is to kind of fix the computer virus. We have guns, we have cars, you have looting. It'll be kind of a loot shooter where, you know, in like Borderlands, weapons spawn. What's up, Barney Rebel? And so, yeah, you'll have that. We're making it to where the AI is going to be, not the word fully destructible, but like you can shoot out like parts of their legs. They have physics enabled on all of them. You can shoot out parts of their arms. You can shoot out, you know, parts of their chest, and they'll act differently. Like they'll try to swing and attack you, but they can't really swing because their arms are gone. They'll try to dive at you. And then if you shoot out different parts, they'll crawl. And the only way right now to kill them is by shooting their head. So you have to shoot their head. That's the only way to kill them. You can shoot out their legs and things like that, which causes them to fall down. It'll be a full dynamic system to where you can interact with the world. And again, it's supposed to be survival. Yeah. Well, that box is actually handicapped. It's special. It's a indicator box that Mester has created to identify where the zombie is going to try to like latch on to you, because the zombie is going to try to grab you and then slow you down. There we go. They're supposed to latch on to you. I don't know why they're not. That code's kind of got bugged. That's okay. If you see green, that means they actually latched onto you. No, your box set is not in one of them. Your box set comes... You said exactly, specifically. I was like, I'll make you a box set. It's just not going to have a game. And you were like, then I don't want the box set until I get a game. So you're going to have to wait until Vacuum is released. Oh, there's a lot of dead bodies there. Holy crap. So, anyways, that's the general gist of it. There's a lot. Oh, I forgot to show you the inventory. We'll have an inventory system. Let me wait for this to go through. Bam. Does that spawn? It does. Okay, cool. Yeah, so there'll be items for you to pick up in the world. You'll have an inventory system. It'll show you. Right now we've got a design where you basically have 4 main things that you can store items on: your vest, your belt, your backpack, and then you'll have your inventory. So you'll have head, upper body, lower body, and then boots, and then you'll have your left and right hand. Oh, I didn't know my camera was off. Sorry. Yeah, you'll have your left and your right hand, and then you'll also have the ability to hold an extra weapon, so you can store the weapon that you have in your hand, right? If you have a backpack, you'll have 2 storage spots in the backpack, so you can technically have 4 weapons on you, because you can have 1 in your hip holster, and you can have 2 on your back slots, and you can have 1 in your hand. But the moment that you switch out, the 1 in your hand gets thrown out. So you basically, you know, like, oh, I don't want this one. I'm gonna go back to my equipped 1 or 2 weapon, and then your hand slot is your holster and the 3. So that's gonna be your pistols. Yeah, I told you. Oh, it's not my box set 1 then. That's nice box. Wait, what? No, you did. You said you wanted a box set of the game. Unless you're changing it now. I have all of the things that I still owe people for Vakuum. I like literally put it down, and I've got screenshots. I saved them on Dropbox of all the things I still owe people. And when we make that game again, I will make all of those items. I will 100% keep my word. Because I would feel like a dirtbag if I didn't. Dirtbag is a Navy term for somebody who's horrible. Would it be like a blank Days to Die or 7 Days to Die, but with cyber zombies? Kind of no. So we're going from multiple kind of avenues here, right? We want this to be something that is not just server based like that. So we've kind of talked that out. And the idea is we want something that you can kind of get in and out of fairly easily. So we're gonna make several modes, and the modes of gameplay are going to, you know, be up to whoever the server host is to define how they want it to kind of play. And so we'll have a game mode that's specifically designed for 0.3. Yeah, we'll have a game mode that's specifically designed for. Sorry, I'm trying to do this while talk. We'll have a game mode that's specifically designed for like survival mode, and then we're gonna have a game mode that's more like match-based BR style gameplay, where you guys have to do X, Y, and Z. But whether it be survive the horde mode inside of a city, or whether it be escape outside of the city, or maybe I explained this kind of before in the stream. We talked about like a sniper mode where you're defending civilians, or maybe you have like two teams. You have the running players, and then you have the cover sniper players. And so if you're on the running team, your job is to get to the end. And then your job as a sniper team is to cover them by killing all of the zombies that are getting in their way. So that way they can get there as quickly as possible, and you get points based off of that, and then you can use those points for unlocks for your character, you know, and cosmetics and things like that. But the end state of the game, the end product, will 100% be. It's gonna be. Sorry, let me get this real quick. The end product of the game will be a survival game mode. Not bad. So it's very water bottle-ish. Kind of. We already have, like I said, most of that's already done. I think the lot of work is going to come from 1.4. Yeah, that's good. That's going to come from basically kind of setting it up the right way. 1, 2. No, we're just going to make it straight. We're going to do a smart water bottle. Screw that extra crap. Okay, so there's a water bottle there. I mean, there's going to be lots of loot. So I've already kind of thought this out. Like, I'm going to have 3 versions. So for the initial release, and we can always add to this as we go, but for my initial release, what I'm thinking is I'm thinking 2 shirts, right? So I'll have 2 shirt designs. I'll have 2 long sleeve designs, and then like a hoodie design. So that's a total of 6, right? And then there'll be 3 styles of each, meaning that there will be a normal, there'll be a torn, and then there'll be like a completely destroyed version. The completely destroyed is normally for the zombies, but so doing that math, right? You have 6 times by 3. And so we're looking at, just for shirts by themselves, that's like, what, 21? No, that's 18. 6 times by 3 is 18. So that's 18 right there. Pants, I was talking about doing like 3 of those. You know, something like over the stuff, and then a tactical version, and then like this version right here, like a jeans. And then again, there'd be 3 versions of those. So 3 times by 3, that's 9. And then, you know, I was gonna do boots, like some Vans type, you know, shoe, and then maybe some sandals, because those would be funny to have people run around in sandals. Do you have to supply your residence in Japan, or is it work supplied? I don't know what that means. Does my work pay for my residence? Yes, my work pays for my residence, but I do not live on base. I live out in town. And so we'll have, you know, 3 versions of boots. And so altogether, I think it's like, it ends up being like 60 to 70 something models for the clothing. And then I want to have 2 versions of the zombies, and obviously 2 versions of the male, right? And the human. So we'll have 2 versions of the zombies, male and female, and we'll have 2 versions of the normal one, male and female. And then probably I was looking at 5 to 10 heads, so that way we can kind of vary out the faces and things like that. And then, you know, 3 or 4 zombie heads. So altogether, it's like ends up being like 100 plus models just for the character and stuff. Most of our animations are already done. I'm gonna need, I kind of estimated out maybe 10 weapons. So I'm thinking a rifle, SMG, an LMG, a shotgun, a sniper rifle, a pistol, and then a couple of variations of those, you know, so like the futuristic versions and maybe an older version of it. And then we're gonna have like 3 melee weapons. So you'll have like an axe, you'll have like a frying pan, and then a crowbar or something like that. Or maybe I'll do a baseball bat too, because that one's pretty easy. And so weapon-wise, we're probably looking about 20 to 25 models. So I don't think I wanted. We talked about that. That's not for this phase. A taser would actually be really cool, Barney. I didn't even think about that. That'd be kind of cool. That'd be really cool. Like, if you like grab them and they're like, eh. Hell yeah. I might have to add that, Barney. So we talked about upgrades of weapons. I think it would be interesting to kind of like do attachments, not necessarily upgrades, because the weapon itself, like, there's no magical upgrade to it, right? But we did talk about having different like type of bullets, and having, yeah, nice. So you created the idea for tasers. Yeah, that could also be it. Short circuits their implants. Ooh, that could be a cool way of kind of bringing them back. Ooh, that's interesting. Look at this. Look at this. We're thinking about some crazy stuff here. So we might do attachments, right? So like you add a scope, or you add like a grip, or something like that. So we talked about that. I think that would be in phase 2 of the game. So phase 1 is getting kind of all the general broad stuff in there, and then phase 2 is kind of like honing in or adding those specific things that enhance the system. But the game would be playable on phase 1. So probably for phase 1 we won't have any crazy enhancements. I think the only one that we're gonna have would be scopes. So like, because you definitely want to be able to have the idea for iron sights or scopes. So we'll probably have that be the only attachment that we work on before in phase 1. But in phase 2, I would love to do, you know, like advanced weaponry type stuff. Well, I think the interesting concept is, Mester, that could actually maybe cure them, right? Let's say you tasered somebody and you short-circuited their stuff, right? You didn't like destroy their brain unless the cybernetics that they had were specifically for their brain, right? So like maybe they're like they had an eye enhancement or something like that, right? Or I don't know. That just, I guess it depends on the cybernetics that they had. What do you want, buddy? I got a new doggo. I got here. Let me see if I can back up enough to where you can see him. Come here, Ace. Come here. He's huge. Look at his head. He's like bigger than my head. Ah, no kisses. Come here. Up, up. Yeah, there you go, buddy. Ah, he's so big. He's making me go. He's so big. He's making me go backwards. Who's a good boy? He's a Mastiff Pit Bull. His name is Ace. Mwah. Mwah. Who's my big boy, huh? Yes, you are. What do you need? Outside? Outside or play? Outside. Okay. All right. 1 second. I'm gonna take him outside real quick. He actually is trained where you can hold up your hand and say what you want, and he'll lick that hand based off of what he wants. So, you want to go outside or do you want to go play? Which one? Outside or play? Right now he's just sitting in the middle. Outside or play? Which one? You're not helping the people realize that you're trained. Outside or play? Here, back up. There. Outside or play? Which one? All right. See, outside. Okay. I'll be right back. Yeah, I'll get there. I've got to make stingers and I got to make a splash screen and I got to do all that. I have to make alerts. I have to do all that. We're not there, okay? We'll get there. So hopefully that described enough of the game to where you kind of have an idea. Again, I'm trying to learn my lesson, and I'm trying to avoid feature creep as much as humanly possible. So we are going to get something decent out that I'm proud and happy of, and the goal for me is to make it something that I myself would play. Like, again, I don't play Rust. I don't play a lot of those games because they're just not my style of game, and they never were. And so I want to make it a game that I myself would play. I liked Unturned. Yeah, I like it. Did I create the link for that? I don't know if I fixed it or not. I did not. Okay, I need to make a link for that. Let me go do that real quick. It'll take me 3 seconds to do. Chatbot. Oh. Chat commands. There we go. Custom commands. Add a new command. Choose the command template. What? No. To make this is going to be called roadmap. Everyone can use it, and my response will be the website. Check out the current roadmap progress. Okay, it should work. Let's see if that works. Nice, it does work. Okay, cool. game. I mean, that's true. I do like my feature creep. Where do you see that? Is that in the top area? Yeah. I haven't designed out like each one of the little fancy things. There's a whole website that you have to do. I got the core stuff in there, Mester. Shush your mouth. Get back to your inventory coding, Mister. Mad Grunt Media, thanks for the follow. Appreciate that. I apologize that I don't have my alerts set up. And I had a third subscriber. I don't know who the third subscriber was, but whoever it is, thank you for the subscription. Well, enjoy your work. I'm on holiday. I have one watch on Thanksgiving, after Thanksgiving Day. And then I'm on holiday. Why does it say V key is pressed? V was not pressed. Oh, that was awkward. Okay, so okay, so we can bring this down. Okay, got our water bottle. We probably didn't need to go to that level of detail. But I have my nice, the key is I have my nice camera set up. I got my nice setup, it's kind of looking pretty. You have the ability to see my num keys, which everybody was asking about before. I got the Stream Deck so I can switch between my screens. I can turn off my webcam. I can turn it on just by pressing a button. The sound should be good. I got a visualizer of sound. The only thing I need is now is a scroll bar with what music I'm listening to. I'm kind of getting tired of this specific track though. What are you doing, dude? Yeah, lay down. You're making loud chomp noises back there. Oh, what the hell? Okay, so this is gonna be called water bottle 01 and water bottle cap 01. Oh crap! I forgot that I gotta do the edges. Ugh. Can I get in there? No, I can't. Oh, I can. Haha. Haha. 0.2. Ooh, that's nice. Okay. Edit. Delete history. Modify. Softenage. It's not bad. That's fine. You guys are so hardcore. The roadmap is like the most important thing to you. You're like, screw everything else. I want the roadmap to be. And they, like the roadmap is actually filled out, but the description is not filled out. Clowns. They are clowns. Okay? Nice. Cool. Yay! ZeroDay. Wait. Is there? There's no way it's called Genesis. Oh, Jesus. I did spell it wrong. Look at you. Helping me out every day. Let me go fix it real quick. I'll go fix that real quick. Look at you. Thanks, Barney. Covering down like a good old man like yours. Mester coming in with the 2 bits because it's a bit delicious. Okay, edit site. What's that, projects page, I guess? Well, I know I haven't modified that part out, but the Genesis part should definitely be fixed. So that's supposed to be spelled right. Okay, so that's fixed. I'm gonna go to the projects page. Okay, that's fixed. And then the roadmap page. Okay, there, refresh and it'll be fixed for you. Boom. Thanks for the help. Okay, so I modified those out. Let's see what it looks like real quick. Gotta go to Messer's test level, which he has checked out. Yeah, okay, cool. So the water bottles are good. Nice. Advertise on Google and get noticed in search results. Faster data retrieval with indexing. Did it fix? It did fix. Okay, it just took forever to upload. I was sitting here waiting for it to show that it fixed. Ugh. No, not needed. It's just your level, I think, is the only thing that's really checked out that I don't have. So it's gonna be called LY_water bottle. Make that brown. And this will be new layer. We'll call this LY Apple 01 and make that brown. What's layer 5? Oh, the shirt. Nice. Okay. LY shirt 01. We'll make that blue. What's that? Oh, that's the watch. Oh, that's the chest? Holy crap. That's the whole chest. I don't need to remember that one. I didn't know that was in this one. Chest. That one's an important one. Layer 2 doesn't have shit in it. Layer 1 doesn't have anything in it. Okay, I can delete that layer. Delete that layer. Weapon reference. Okay, well that's good to know that that doesn't have anything in it. Backpack. Oof. Backpack is there. It's not a big deal. I'm not touching any of that stuff. Camera went off too. It's gonna do it every 20 minutes. I need to get a mirrorless. Too bad those are $1,000+ and I'm already using my $7,000 camera. But what I didn't know is I didn't know that it has, the sensor has an automatic shut off that you can't say, well, it's to keep it from overheating, but the mirrorless don't need that because they don't have the mirror and having the overheating problem. So like when you're streaming and stuff like that, I guess everybody uses the mirrorless. This is all new to me. You know, the funny part is I paid for the Logitech because it's all nice and fancy, but it's not as clean as the other one is. Oh, and that's because, you know, I'm using a, what was it, $1,000 prime lens. So I mean, the glass always, you know, pays. That's what you have to pay for. So Long story short, I got my camera to work for it, but it stops every 20 minutes. So I have to like go and re-click the button every 20 minutes. And the lighting setup's nice, yeah. I got a nice, decent lighting now. But I use most of this for my photography. That's the reason why. Audio video sync? I don't know. I have no control over that. If you're having that problem, you might want to refresh. Because I have no control over audio sync. What I'm seeing coming out of my mouth and into this doesn't look like there's a delay. But I'm not looking at Twitch, so let me check Twitch real quick. That would suck if that was the case. I don't know why that would be there. I kind of have an idea. Well, I'm looking at OBS. I don't see a delay. So I don't think I'm doing it. Yeah. Rookie streamer with the best ever HUD. Look how clean this HUD is. It's so clean. Except for I don't have any, like, I don't have stickers and all that other crap. Oh, I am a rookie. I'm a horrible rookie. Yeah, I don't think I have any delay set up. I'm not seeing any delay either, so I'll watch it. That's a good point. I'll watch it whenever the stream is over, and I'll make sure that that delay does or does not exist. I plan on putting some good time in today. So we made an apple, we made a water bottle. What are some icons that I made, Mester? I don't remember. Let me go look real quick. Textures. The dog barking? I couldn't tell. Icons. Meat, fruit, fish. Ooh, I can make a steak. That would be kind of, yeah, that's kind of cool, I guess. A vegetable. Boots, hoodie, pants, shirt, belt, backpack. Okay. So let's do meat real quick. Meat shouldn't be hard to do. Let's do a cube, right? It's kind of a big steak. Maybe like that, yeah. The thick sirloin. Okay, so let's do the general shape. Let's get rid of all these because I don't need those. And so this is kind of here, and this is here, over here, right? It comes out. This would come in. Yay, steak patty. Okay. Okay, now there's several ways that we can solve this, but this is the easiest answer right here. Just put a cross beam. Cool. So we got ourselves a nice steak. Okay, so we'll add a little bit of kind of variety to it, right? Oh, it's just not a flat steak. It's got some depth to it. Yeah, let's do that. Okay. Yeah, it looks okay. So that looks like, it's not bad. So this is steak 01. What is that? Oh, did I leave the door open? I did. Fuck. Ah, did I get him? I didn't get him. Crap. I forgot I left the door open. I'll be right back. Let mosquitoes in here. horrible, 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 horrible. I saw a mosquito going, wow, wow. I was like, no, no, no. Because especially when I'm streaming, I wouldn't even see it or hear it. And I'll have like 50 bites on me. I'll be like, ah, God. What's Zika? I don't know what Zika is. Steak. Oh, Zika virus. Yeah. That works. So what is this? So is this food? This is food. Yeah, okay. So let's edit this one. You don't have hunger checked out, do you? No, you don't. I didn't think so. Why are there 5 boxes? Okay, so we have hunger, we got steak, we got water bottle. Nice. Might make it a little bit bigger. Let's do 2 is too big. Well, good news is I don't have to worry about pregnancy. That's not a problem for me, thankfully. I think I remember that one now. Yeah. So let's save this. It's better. It might be a little too big, but meh. Yeah, I had no issues during the pandemic. Actually, so the interesting part about that is I think I actually got COVID in the first wave. Before it was a pandemic, I was sick inside of the hospital while deployed. And they said it was a bronchial upper respiratory infection, which is what COVID ended up being. And then basically I was quarantined to the barracks on the ship, which we call berthing. I was quarantined there for like a week, and so I was stuck in my rack. I couldn't go anywhere other than my rack, and so I could go to the rack or the bathroom, and I was quarantined there. And so I basically just played Super Smash Brothers the entire time. That's why I got really good at Kirby. And I got really good at Super Smash Brothers because that was all I could play all day. That was the only game I brought on deployment. And so, yeah, I got really good at Super Smash Brothers. And so then it was funny because my guys would play Super Smash Brothers. The guys I was in charge of, they would play it in the shop. And I was horrible. And so then I came back and I started playing. And they were like, what the hell? I was like, yeah, baby, a week off of nothing but Super Smash Bros. I'm a professional now. So we had fun. But so I never got diagnosed with actually getting COVID. And then I wasn't going to do the shot, but they forced all of us to do the shot. And so I eventually got the shot when I got here to Japan. And then I went to Okinawa for 6 months. Well, technically it was 9 months. And this was after COVID, like the fourth version of COVID. And I finally got diagnosed with COVID. But it wasn't anything bad at all, like at that point. I basically was in my barracks room and I got 5 free days of working on my video game. No, we don't have McDonald's. We do have Starbucks, which is interesting, but no McDonald's. So McDonald's wouldn't help, right? Starbucks does, that's coffee. And so that kind of helps you stay awake. McDonald's just makes you fat, so no. Make sure that's working. Looks like it is. Yeah, so I said the same thing. You know, the funny part is we send people to barista training. So that's an official military thing. You get barista training, and then you get qualified to be a barista, and then you can do it. But the funny thing is, right, they go and do this barista training, and then they come back and they still make shitty coffee because they hate their lives. So they end up still making crappy coffee, but they're not supposed to. Sometimes you get people who care and it's not bad. But it's been 15 years, maybe, well, no, it's been, I want to say maybe 13 years since I've been on a carrier stationed. So I don't really know what it's like now. I know what it was like in 2009 when I was stationed on one and we had Starbucks. So I haven't been stationed on a carrier. Those are big decks. I've been on DDGs, so the small boys, the really tiny ships that float around and are supposed to catch torpedoes for the carriers. I did a CG as well, which is like a step above a DDG, but like not really. Now I did put in, so interestingly enough, I put in a request for a hardship duty, and that hardship duty will be deployed very soon. I don't know specific times, nor could I tell you anyways, but they go deployed to carriers. So if I get selected for this hardship duty, I will go to the carrier and I'll be on carrier life again. Yeah, and that's how it is, Dragall. That's actually kind of really much how it is. The funny part so here in Masawa, this is like a super remote fisherman town. There's nothing, absolutely nothing here except for the military base, right? And because of the shortages on food and everything else, and a bunch of like salmonella problems with chicken, there was no chicken in the commissary for like, I don't know, it was a good 3 months, and everybody was complaining. They were like, we need chicken, you know, it's part of a diet, you know, we can't eat pork, and some people can't eat meat, and like, you know, normal steak and stuff, so they have to eat chicken. And so for the longest time, we didn't have chicken. Well, finally, they worked out some deal with the government and the local government, and so now we have Japanese chicken inside of the commissary instead of normal American chicken that gets shipped over from the US. So now we have Japanese chicken. So you go in there and there's like this aisle of Japanese chicken that you can get. And we didn't have peanut butter for the longest time. I'm talking like 9 months we haven't had peanut butter because of the peanut butter crisis that happened. We haven't had peanut butter, and we just got peanut butter this week, and everybody was like, oh my God. And they just like, they completely destroyed the aisle of peanut butter. It was gone in minutes after it was set up. I don't think there's any real like size, right? So American chickens have the GMOs in them, and they're huge, like massive. Like whenever I would go to the commissary to get chickens, those chickens, I could literally feed like 6 people with 1 chicken. Whereas the Japanese chickens are more traditional. They don't have the GMO crap in them, and so they're like little tiny chicken breasts. So other than the size, there's no difference. Taste is the exact same. Okay, so I made steak, I made apple, I made water bottle. What else can I make that's a prop that he would need? Let's look. I made a bunch of icons for him, so. Boots, hoodie, pants, shirt, drink. I guess I could do the world shirt object. That wouldn't be bad. World pants object, that wouldn't be bad either. I guess. What do you mean for the consumables? I don't think I got icons set for the consumables. Well, I haven't created those consumables yet, but you have the icons. I sent you their icons are uploaded. I'm just trying to make things that as you start testing the different things, you'll be able to kind of have a 3D representation of them. Plus, I'll make an icon out of it. I need fish. That's what we were gonna do. We were gonna do fish. Good old fishy fish. Okay, so let's put the player in here for reference. And then let's start with a cube. Okay, I don't need the player anymore. We're definitely gonna need a middle. Okay, so face up here comes down, comes to a tail, tail starts going up, starts going up. You'll need a middle here. We'll get more detailed in a minute. Okay, let's see. Let's do this one real quick. We're gonna open that mouth. But before we do that, we're gonna kind of get this a little bit organized. So we want this to come here. I'm gonna bring that back here. Okay, so let's do that, 0.2. And then we're gonna bring both of these in. So that goes there. Nope, I'm not gonna do it that way. There's so much correcting I'll have to do. Yeah, I'm not gonna do it that way. I do not want to have to correct that much. Okay. Damn camera. Excuse me. Oh, you mean Wavy? I haven't seen him in a while, man. I think he got into Warhammer painting. I think. But honestly, I haven't really talked to him in a long time. It's a good question. Okay, so if I grab this, can I split this? Oh, I can. I honestly, when I made Chief, I didn't touch the video game. Like after Bachman kind of failed due to my stupid choices. I didn't touch Gamedev. I really didn't. We made, you know, a couple of games for game jams, but we didn't really make any actual games, you know, past that. And that was due kind of to me. I think everybody got busy too. So I wouldn't say it's like 110% me, but it was pretty much me. So I didn't really keep in touch. We worked on a couple of games. I've had a couple of different projects that we've, you know, had in the works. We've had, I'm trying to think. We had there was a game we were making with one of our friends. I wasn't really a fan of the game, but it was from a game jam, and the idea was we were gonna make it, and so we tried. Cyber TD. That was a third-person, like, it was kind of like Helldivers, right? So I did like that concept because I actually really did like the Helldivers game. Absolutely love the Helldivers game, but I didn't like the route we were going with it. And it wasn't my original idea, and so it became kind of hard to dev on because it wasn't my idea, and so I was kind of waiting for other people to figure out what they wanted to do, and I just kind of gave up on that one. So Cyber TV never went anywhere. It had a lot, and we were getting very close. Wasn't a bad game. And then we had a couple other games that we were working on that, again, nothing was ever bad. Just wasn't really what I wanted to work on. And then we put a little bit of time to trying to make Vakam again. And I think we kind of decided, I don't know what made us decide. I don't know if it was me just being silly or what, but we kind of decided that we were gonna hold off on Vakam until we had a little bit more under our belt, because we wanted to do it right. So we held off, for lack of a better term. So we need to, we definitely need to get back into Vakam territory at some point. Again, I think Vakam is going to be a wildly successful game if we do it right. And so that's why I want to make sure that we're not, you know, wasting any effort or doing anything wrong with it, because it's such a good concept. I really did like the idea behind Vakam. And I mean, as you guys know, we had Tales of Mugo. We had a couple of games that we tried to get to work, you know, but none of them were caught on like you know, Vakam did. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, ugh. You're not wrong, Master. Like, Ruin Valor is still in there somewhere. Like, ugh. What am I gonna do with that game? Shit, I didn't even use that last time. I don't know what asshole fucking set that up. Ugh, I was so annoyed. Because I thought we were doing great. So, I mean, I think we... I'm not... You're just triggering me right now, but... I don't think we... I mean, obviously, we got hit for viewer bot. Which I don't know if was true or not. Like, I don't know to this day. We had people who were talking and interacting. So, do I think we were a viewer bot thingy? No, but you know, I don't know. That's what they said. So, really annoying. Whoever, whatever, did that. We, like I said, we had interaction. It wasn't like we were a dead chat, or you know, we weren't. I mean, we were making good money. We had subscribers. We were interacting. So I don't know. No, I told you once I found out, because I found out from the request, because we had the 75 people constantly, right? And so I was all hyped. I was excited. I was like, oh God, I got it. And then I applied for it. And then they said that I had, not that me specifically, but that the traffic was irregular and that it looked like bot traffic. And I was like, there's no fucking way. Like, I didn't pay for no bot traffic. And again, to this day, I think I just wasn't part of the cool kids club, because that's what it was back then. It was the cool kids club. And so I wasn't part of that club. And because I wasn't part of that club, I didn't get brought in. And that's fine. Twitch is honestly, I'm not saying Twitch is bad itself, but Twitch isn't the only option nowadays. Back then it was the only option. Now you have YouTube streaming, you have TikTok streaming, and people are making money from those avenues. What is that? Zed? Ooh, nice. Does that look okay? It looks okay. You didn't engage in premarital sex. That's probably a true story. DMCA strikes like crazy. So I don't understand DMCA strikes specifically. Like, as long as you're not using music that you know, is copyrighted, I think you're good in that area. But again, I don't know enough about it to say, oh, that makes sense or not. YouTube copyright system is entirely fucked though. Anyone can claim copyright on a song whether they legally do or not. Yeah, so I've heard that a couple of times. But I thought they were like, I don't know, I can't remember specifically, but I'm pretty sure I remember something about that getting fixed. Like maybe I was wrong. I don't know. Shit. Yeah, that's the thing. So Twitch has like been fucking up hardcore. Okay, so does that compute? It does. Yeah, there's a bunch of bad choices they made. Like the revenue split stuff was a big deal. The getting rid of certain channels or certain categories and things like that, that was a big deal. Like I haven't really agreed with all their choices. Oh, I mean, you're not wrong there. You are not wrong there, but that's what was making them the money. So like the question is how do you mitigate that, right? Like how do you stop all the crazy porn crap, but at the same time without eating into their profit margins? I don't know, man. ASMR was a big thing. Like, I can't believe that was as long as it lasted. I mean, they did. Oh, no, they take way more than 10% now. It's going to a flat 50-50. Oh, you mean super chats. Yeah. Oh, I guess that's what it was. Quote unquote underwear. Okay, so that works there. now I need a fin. That makes sense. Probably can cap those two together. Yeah. Let's cap those two together. That's looking like a fish, right? Now I just need some fin. Like maybe a dorsal up there. Little side fin. Okay, let's see. That works. Let's duplicate this over the Z. So I need a fin, kind of like here. And then dorsal fin. That. So here, here, there. Hell yeah, laser beam fish. Boom boom. That's what I'm talking about. You don't want to eat a laser beam fish? I do. Give me that laser beam. Go pew pew on my boo boo. so this one should be, oh crap. This one should be easy, right? So we're just gonna bring this back. This is gonna be brought back and this will be brought in. And we'll line this up, modify. Yeah, okay, so that'll be up here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's get this lined up properly first. Up, 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 down. All right. When do you call it quits when making a round object? So it depends on the purpose, right? And again, it also depends on how close the player is going to be. Like the player is not going to be this close to the fish, so it doesn't have to be like flawless. So we're doing very low poly because these are world objects. When is round enough? And so in that sense, right, the common number that gives you the best, hey, how's it going, Morning Stark? Morny Stark. The common, oh, there's this dog going crazy. Figure out why he's, trying to listen to see why he was going crazy. Morny will do. Good. Okay, well, I'm calling you Morny. You are officially known as Morny. Oh, look, I got an IG. I don't know what he was barking for. Did you guys hear the bark? We are not fishing, we're making food so you can consume it. And I am doing well today, thank you. Okay, you did hear his bark, good. So that means the microphone picked up that ambient noise. He's such a timid dog. And then when he gets pissed off, he's like, woof. You're like, oh damn. Are you new? Oh, I got him all excited. Are you new to the entire project? Come here, buddy. Here, I'll let these guys show. Come here, show your face. You gotta show your face. You gotta show your face. Come here. Come here. Up, up, up. Yep. There you go. There you go. Oof, you're so big. Big. Oh, no lick. No lick. No lick. Look how big he is compared to me. He's so big. Oh, he's a mastiff. Oh, well, it's okay to be new. I'll show you kind of the project here in a second. He's thick. He's thick. He got big old muscles, huh? He got big old muscles, huh? Now get your butt out there. Oh, no, not the slobber. Oh, shit. It's everywhere. Get out of here with that. Get out of here with your slobber. Stop slobbering. Oh, get out of here. Go. Get out. Good boy. Oh, Jesus. Slobber everywhere. Ugh. That's the only problem with having a mastiff side of him. There's so much slobber. Okay, well, I'll do a quick rundown of the project since you're new. Okay, so this is our game. It's third-person shooter, and we're about, I want to say, 6 months of actual development time. We've been working on it on and off for almost a year, but we're about 6 months of development time. It's going to be a survival-based game, looter. Have the ability for multiple weapons, picking up ammo, and then you'll be able to loot. Like, those are all, that was like an explosion of, you know, objects that you can loot. And you go pick them up and put them in your inventory. You'll have a normal inventory that increases with backpack sizes and everything else. And that's basically the general gist. It's a survival game. We have some advanced mechanics, so we have the ability to like literally jump on anything and everything. We have, you know, the sliding mechanism that everybody likes. We have the ability to actually glide over objects, and if the object is too long, then you won't actually glide over it. So if the distance of gliding is too far, you won't do it. That's what the green marker is. So like, for example, if I'm trying to come here, see it went red, meaning I couldn't, so it just tried to jump over it instead. But I can still, again, slide under objects. I can climb on all the different sizes. Very, very robust system, focused on combat and, you know, kind of creating a system that's good for play. And then we'll have IK and all that other crap too. So this is just the test level that we use for all that. You'll have AI zombies. Again, it's survival mode, so you have to have zombies that you have to, you know, fight against. Otherwise, you don't, like, what protagonist? And you'll be able to shoot out different parts of the body. So, like, for example, I'm shooting out the arms. And the way they're designed right now is zombies don't die unless you shoot them in the head. So I can shoot their body, like, and riddle them with bullets. But unless their head gets a bullet, then the zombies don't die. But once their head gets a bullet, then the zombies are dead. Sorry, I'm replying to a text message real quick. So once the zombies are dead, they go there. You'll have like a multitude of different weapons, and then you should be able to shoot out their legs. And then they're still crawling. We haven't finished up that logic yet. You can shoot out their arms, and then they'll only crawl with one, and then you can shoot out both arms, and then they basically just like try to like gnaw at you. And then you can shoot them in the head, and that kills them dead. And they'll have health and hunger and all the other things, same things like you. And we're working on making it to where they can fall off ledges and you know, kind of ragdoll and all that fun stuff. Inventory will have, you know, all of your character stats. It'll have the ability to upgrade, craft, make survival stuff. And that's kind of like the inventory crap. And that's the general gist. We'll have day-night stuff. Again, you can pick up food and hunger. You see food and hunger, upgrading, and all that other. And it is a multiplayer game, open world. Yeah. I don't know why tab is being stuck. Oh, and camera went off. Been 20 minutes. So that's the general gist. Appreciate you letting me explain it, but now you got it. I'm gonna have to make a video at some point. I'm probably gonna have to make a video so that way I can link that video and then not have to describe it every single time, which I don't mind doing. It's just easier for everybody involved. I remember that was the reason why I made one. We're not doing any durability. Fuck durability. I hate, yeah, one of the devlogs. I hate durability. So much hate it. It's so annoying. So we're not doing any of that. Yeah, I'll say it like 6 different times in 50 different octaves. No durability. No durability. No durability. No durability. No durability. No, fuck durability. It's dumb. Absolutely hated it. Like, that was one of the main reasons why I hated dying for what is that? Dying daylight dying, whatever it's called. Yeah, he's like, in before durability is introduced. No, it's so dumb. I hated it. Absolutely hated it. Dying Light, yeah, Dying Light 2. It was like you had this cool weapon and then all of a sudden durability's gone and you're like, so that's like non-usable till you go fix it, get it repaired. No. So what's going to be your problem is going to be finding ammo. We do have identified out, like all the ammo is identified out. You'll have different pieces like duct tapes, wire, screws, metal scraps, and that's how you'll craft, and you'll have wood and all that other stuff. But we actually have ammo like actually identified out, and you have the individual, where's the meshes for them? There we go. So you have the individual meshes, you know, so like each ammo is actually a thing. It's like a real thing that you're gonna have to find, and they have different sizes and hit boxes. So the complexity is based off of the weapon that you choose to use, and you got to find ammo for that. That's the big, the hard part. And so like 45 has a slug like a normal 45 and hits like it, and sniper rifle 50 cals are the size of an actual sniper rifle 50 cal, and they are at the speed of that. And so we're kind of trying to match that realism. Will I be able to use shotgun shells in an AR? No. I guess you could try and it wouldn't work, but yeah, you could. And so again, the weapons are going to be using, like, ammo is your big things for weapons, and so ammo will be sparingly. You'll have melee weapons and melee attacks, but that's basically how that'll work. I'm going to change the battery on my headset real quick. The goal that we went with in this game specifically is not to go ultra realistic. I don't want to make a Tarkov. Like, Tarkov's already Tarkov, right? And the whole idea that you have to manage each individual bullet in each clip, it's just too real for me. And that's not what this game is gonna do. That's not what we're doing with this game. What we're doing with this game is we are specifically targeting the idea of fun over realism, but we're trying to put as much realism in there as possible while keeping the game fun. So kind of like an arcade style version of that. So there'll be some realism in there, we'll have the ability to kind of, like, again, crouch out, and you'll have the ability to use crouch to your advantage, sneaking in corners, lighting, having them see you, all that stuff that will kind of all play into it. But I want to have more of an arcade style mode than, just, I have to press tab and manage. And we're doing single slot, so we're not doing inventory Tetris either, because I think that's dumb. So it'll be single slot, put your shit where it needs to go, drag and drop it, easy day. And I think for me, I've tested it out. We have probably one of the most fluid movement systems there are. It's super nice. It's really easy to get in and out of. It's responsive. In fact, when I find myself playing other video games, I'm looking for the things that we've created. And I always feel kind of like, And only a couple of games, like Fortnite's movement system is kind of nice in the sense of how it feels compared to ours. And so I would say Fortnite is probably the only other game that really is as movable and as fluid as kind of what we've got. And then we have car mechanics too, like you have driving and cars and all that fun stuff. And the cars have gears and engines, and they'll be able to run over them. Like right now it's crappy because we haven't done the physics for it, so it just bumps them. But you should be able to run them over and splat them, like, and then they're dead. So. I didn't like... COD wasn't bad. Third person COD wasn't bad. My problem with COD is, again, that's the part that, again, I'm gonna probably stick to realism with, is I don't like COD, you have like the jump shot and shit. I hate that crap, man. Like, that's not something I want. I don't want you to be able to jump shot. Now, sliding and shooting, okay, I'm okay with that, but the idea of jumping and having perfect aim to be able to shoot a hit, no, get out of here, man. You're not able to do that crap. So we won't have anything like that. But a run and gun type thing wouldn't be too bad. We're gonna have bullet spread. We're gonna have all of that. So we're gonna do it in phases. So we'll kind of go to what the audience wants, obviously, but we're sticking with right now, specifically trying to make it as fun as possible while, getting some realism in there. Okay, so let's do this. Okay, so duplicate this on Z. Yeah, I guess it did the whole thing. Whatever. I'm tripping on that. Okay. So now we need to group. Okay. And I need to get rid of these inside tiles. And I'm going to separate this out a little bit. Do the same for the front one. Yeah, you like jump and then shoot while you're doing it. Yeah, again, we're not gonna, I don't know what we're gonna do. We'll figure that out specifically, but again, I don't want that COD feel. I do not like the run and gun feel of COD. Like, that's not what I want at all for this game. We want something more slow, methodical, and it doesn't need to be super slow. Like, we're not going Tarkov slow. Like I said, we're not trying to make a Tarkov replacement. But a nice balance between Battlefield and COD, I think, is the answer that we're looking for. Because, you know, Battlefield is still fast paced, but it's not as fast paced as COD, and COD is way too fast paced for this. So that's not what I want to do. Shakama, how are you? Happy Thanksgiving. Thank you for the wonderful wishes. And happy Thanksgiving to you as well. Okay, so we're not going crazy all out with this. I just want a little bit of a fish. I don't know what I'm doing tomorrow, honestly. So I'm supposed to go over to one of my friends' houses, one of the chiefs. I probably will, but I'm not gonna stay long. And I'll probably just come back and chill with the doggo, man. I wouldn't say it's too I mean, that's not why I'm doing it. I don't know. It's my first Thanksgiving by myself, technically. So this is my first Thanksgiving since being single. So this will be an interesting one. And normally, I was not doing the cooking of the good stuff. Now I could, but I don't know. I don't feel up to going and making a huge ass turkey and basting and stuffing, and then I'm just gonna be the only one here put it in my face. I might barbecue. So I might do a barbecue. We'll see. I haven't decided on that because I love barbecue and I feed the doggo the barbecue too. We just do steaks together. So we might do that. Master, yeah, I'm still stationed in Japan. I told the Thug House girlfriend that I would bring whatever they want if they are cooking. I keep my distance from that house. Yeah, trust me, I know that. I understand that. Is that flat? That is flat. Okay, cool. Pull that in just a little bit. And pull it up. There you go. Cool. And then we'll grab the bottom again and just line it out. Cool. So now we have a fin. Yeah, it's true. I mean, what can they tell you, right? Like, leave me alone. Like, yo, you leave me alone. I don't know. We'll see what I end up doing. I'm definitely probably going to go to my friend's house, but like I said, past that, I doubt it. I'm not this year. I'm not really into. Wait, what the? Oh, it's world, not object. Okay, there you go. This year I'm not into going anything crazy. I don't think, but we'll see. I might change my mind. I mean, I'm definitely not, well, okay, I'm really clear about that. I'm not doing anything crazy. So I have watched the very next day. So the idea that I'm doing anything ultra, like, is not gonna happen. No, I'm bringing, fuck, what am I bringing? Dessert. So I'm bringing a, what did I choose? I think I chose a... Man, I'm trying to think now. Why is my brain farting? I think I chose... What's it called? Cheesecake. Yeah, some kind of cheesecake. Like a chocolate covered cheesecake or some crap. I don't know. We'll see. Okay, so let's try to make this a little bit more lively, right? So we're gonna pull this up just a tad. Pull this up just a tad. Let's make it a little bit more lively, right? So that way it's not like just a dead fish kind of thing. Pull that up a little bit. Pull that up a bit. And then pull this in. Okay, so... Oh, no, we can drink. So I'm bringing, I got cookies, I got the sugar cookies, and I got cheesecake. There's not gonna be that many of us, so I don't think, again, I'm not tripping on it. I think I'll be fine. I think, maybe, I don't know. I guess we'll find out. The fishes have little tiny ones? No, they don't. Okay. He's just gonna have one fin. Yeah, fuck it. He's gonna have one fin. We'll duplicate this on both sides. That's a Z change. But we're gonna have to change it because there's some disparaging differences on that side. Yeah. Yep. That's fine. That's fine. Okay. So then let's grab all of this. Looks good. Let's combine it. We're gonna bring it above the ground. So this is the ground right here. And we gotta bring it down. Oh, crap. Crap. Okay, there we go. Okay. Let's gonna grab this. I'm gonna rotate it and bring it down. So he's kind of like, yeah, there you go. Look at that. His face is like, bleh. Okay, so now we kind of have an arch. Yeah, there you go. Another year, I brought a huge bowl of salad with like 20 ingredients and dressings. It sat there forever. The people started eating and were like, hold up, this is good. Who knew we like salad? Some fish have more than one, and these whiskers things too. For this one specifically, I don't think I'm gonna go that way, but I mean, I guess I could make multiple fishes. I mean, you're not wrong. I could definitely go fancier, but I think we're gonna stick with this. I like this fish. He's simple. He looks okay. Mesh display, set to face, mesh display, soften, mesh display, set to face, and the mesh display, soften. That's gonna create problems for the fins. I knew it. So everything else is good. So what if I do this? Ugh. Mesh display, set vertex normal. That didn't work because I gotta set it to Y. Mesh display, set vertex normal to Y1, X0. Apply. That didn't work. That didn't work either. Okay, and then maybe. There we go. Okay, cool. Ugh, crap. So that's not bad here. It's bad on the underside, but honestly, nobody should ever see the underside. He's like, they liked the 19 ingredients. They did not like your other crap. Let's apply. Ooh, that was disgusting. So try 0 there and apply. Oh, well, so it doesn't work because it's not a vertex normal. Ugh. Okay, so let's grab this. So let's just let's just do that. That's the quickest answer. 0.2. I was trying to save on polys, but this things get stupid when you try to save on polys. I guess I could do the same thing on this. Yeah. Just make it 0.2. Cheat it out. I'm okay with the tail. I don't know. I'm not okay with the tail. Damn it. I actually had this right the first time. I just made it to where it wasn't like that. Okay, so 0.2. No! Okay. Let's expand those up. There we go. And then expand that down. Okay, that should fix that problem. Oh, fuck them polygons. Some guy I was watching made a super high detail character and then a low poly version and baked the high detail and made it into a texture. That is what actually the normal method if you want to do that route. So I specifically do not choose that style because I don't like that style. That's how like most Skyrim, even newer games, that what they'll do is they'll go in and they'll make like a 16 billion trigonal model, and then they'll take that model and they'll bake that down into a normal map, and then they'll reduce the polygons down to like 1 million or something like that. So that way the general shape is there, and then they overlay the normal map on top of that shape. So what it does is it saves on resources because you're not rendering a 19 billion poly model. And then the light bounces off of the normal map, which is just a texture, right? And the light bounces off of the normal map using that. But what I do in my games, it's specific to my style. I don't use normal maps at all. In fact, the new UE5 engine, it's going away from normal maps. They don't want normal maps in your stuff anymore because nanites gets rid of the reason for normal maps. Like you can have a 19 billion polygon model and it's not going to kill the engine. So they're going away from that whole normal map system because it's kind of old technology. But that's the reason why you create a high poly version of something. Like in, let's say you go create a, what's it called? In ZBrush or 3D Coat can do it. Any modeling, even Blender can do it now. You go create a high poly version in your program that does that. And then, oh, bro, it goes way more than 19 billion. Like if you do some of those ZBrush ones, I don't even know how many polys there are. It's ridiculous. Maybe it's not 19 billion, but it's a lot of fucking polys. There's a ridiculous amount of polys there, and so you have to bring it down, and that's how they do it. So that hopefully that explained it. That's the purpose. Ow. Make a high poly mesh, bake it into a normal map, apply that to the low poly mesh, and low poly is anything nowadays. Low poly is anything between 1 million and like 15 million, which back in the day would have been unheard of. Low poly was like 200 to like 500. So, and that's actually what I still stick to most of my models to. I try to keep my models in the low poly version, and then I go from there. And I think it's beneficial in that way. Like I said, I can get more shit on screen, and it is performant. We were doing a stress test. I want to say 3, 4, 5 months ago, and on the server, and I had a guy on there who had like a graphics card from 2010, and he was still pulling 40 FPS. And so that's kind of ideal. That's what we want. I want potatoes to be able to play the game. And again, my art style has never been super realistic. So we're not going for super realistic. What I want to do is I want to marry the idea of stylized characters with realistic lighting. And I think if you put the two of those together, it creates an interesting dynamic and style. With my color choice and my tone choice, I think that will match and make a very appealing game. What's going on, Svitch? Might be able to. I'm doing well, Svitch. Thanks for asking, man. How are you? Okay, let's close this out. I don't need that. Let's redo this. Edit, delete history, and mesh display, set to face, soften, back to set to face, and then back to soften one more time. So again, this is a lot better. Okay, cool. So that's looking nice. I'm gonna call this, is there any poly on the inside? Have I got polys on the inside? No, I don't. Good. Okay, cool. No, don't bake. There's no need to anymore. If you're using Unreal 5, you are not baking anymore. Baking is the old method. You should not be baking anymore. Okay, so let's break all these apart, and then I'm gonna modify center pivot. I'm gonna center pivot on all of them. Cool. If you're going for hyper realism, you go into ZBrush and you export your high poly version. You don't need to bake down anymore. It's not a thing. Now you can, if you still want to be performant and you want to have it look nice and be performant, then yeah, you can definitely do that. But again, if you're using, so that's the thing is with Nanite, it's ridiculous. So let me give an example. So let me show you my frames per second. Okay, so this is my frames per second. I'm at 110, right? And this model right here is crap, I gotta go into it to actually show you the poly count. But let me turn on my camera real quick, sorry. Okay, so this is how many, this is 2,660 verts, right? So 2,660 verts. Now watch, we're going to replicate this a billion times. Like, there's no baking on this mesh at all. Like I'm not doing any baking whatsoever. This is 100% going to be what we do, right? And this actually, not only is this just a mesh, so this is also a BP. So it's gonna have some extra memory usage because it's a BP. Now, this would kill, in the old games, this would like absolutely destroy your game. What we're doing right now would be an absolute atrocity for your game. And what I'm also doing is I'm doing real world lighting. So this is being lit in the game real world. It's not baked lighting at all. This is 100% realistic lighting, dynamic, everything, right? Okay, so if I had to guess, we're at, what are we at? We're at 418. So let's do a calculator real quick. 418 meshes, right? And so if I grab my handy dandy calculator over here, we do 418 times by 2600. That's basically 1,086 polygons. Now this is 418 separate meshes, but a total of 1,086 polys, right? So if I hit play, I'm still getting 110 FPS while looking directly at all of that shit show over there. And if I go over there, again, I'm getting realistic lighting, I'm getting realistic shadows, my fogs are all realistic. Everything is 100% as it would be if the sun, you know, was where it was supposed to be. I'm getting Crespuscular rays, I'm getting volumetric lighting, everything. And again, it's not costing me that much. And this is because of Unreal 5 with lumens and nanite technology. It literally reduced all of this. And the cool part, again, because of how we designed the system, everything here is 100% followable and movable, and I'm not getting any frames per second loss at all. Like, it's just not even it's not even hurting my computer. Oh crap. Well, thank you guys for telling me that. Let me fix that. Okay, you should be able to see it now. So I'm getting 110 frames per second and realistic lighting, Crespuscular rays, volumetric lighting, everything. Shadows are nice. The you know, the world lighting on top of me is there because it's getting through and bleeding through, and that's the lumen technology that's doing that. And I'll show you what I was talking about before, is how, like, literally because of how we designed our system and ledge grabbing, you can literally ledge grab any object. And we're feeling realistic. Now, camera needs some work because it doesn't interpolate properly, but other than that, we're fine. And so I'm not getting any hits on my frames per second. And so I found this out with something else too, is grass, right? So everybody does alpha masking for grass. And I found this out with my previous project. Alpha masking for grass is the stupidest thing to do, because we did testing on it, and you would actually, the way Unreal Engine was, it had a memory problem with alpha masks. And so by having lots and lots of grass that was, you know, a plane, in theory, it should be great because you're using less vertices, but in reality, what ended up happening is the alpha mask was more expensive on the shader side than if you were to go make a blade of grass that had, you know, 10 polys. And so you could render 100 blades of grass with 10 polys faster than you could if you had alpha masks. And so all the games that I was making, I would use actual models for my grass rather than alpha masking. Now here's the cool part. Nanite in 5.0 was not working on grass. Now they have Nanite working on grass. So I could make a blade of grass that has like 1,000 polys, and I can have it replicate in like a bunch, like a metric shit ton, and I would not get frames per second loss. What do you mean by unique polygons? Yeah, but in archives, real-time lighting is unacceptable. What do you mean archives? ArcViz? What's ArcViz? I don't know what ArcViz is. I'm sorry. I'm not up to date on all that crap. So you have to tell me. Are you talking about like VR? Oh, no, bro, now it is. That's what I'm trying to tell you. In 5.0, they made architectural visualization so realistic with Lumen that real-time simulation is almost perfect. You can literally use real-time lighting and everything else. Oh, so they're actually are almost there on naniting characters. Like I think 5.1, that's a test thing. Yeah, so they fixed Lumen in 5.1. There's a bunch of errors that they fixed with it too. Yes, I'm hyper realistic interiors can now be done real time. So if you go play the I don't know if it's still available, but the Matrix demo, that is all Lumen real time simulation. Very, 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 very few things are baked. Like very, very few. The hyper realistic, ultra ray tracing and everything else is 100% not baked. Now, glass is baked, right? But that's not baked lighting. That's a refraction mask basically baked into it, so that way it looks nice. But other than glass or anything that's using that, you're good. And with the new volumetric system that they have in place, your volumetric stuff is rendered real time as well. So like, for example, if you use the new, I can't remember the name off the top of my head, the new particle system with volumetrics, it's ridiculous. Like the fluid simulations are real. Yeah, so that right there that's Lumen. You don't need to bake that lighting. That's Lumen lighting. And they're using auto exposure, which I hate that about the engine. Your eyes don't work like that. Like everybody thinks they do, but they really don't work that bad. Like you don't dim out like that. But yeah, that specifically that video, you can do that. Now you're not going to see that from my work because again, I work in the low poly realm. But you know, if you there's projects out there that are doing hyper ultra realistic. So I mean, so look at this for example, right? This is my pants model. And this is a skeletal mesh, and the pants model itself is 15,000 triangles. So I don't remember what the math for that is, but 15,000 triangles is not that many polys, and it looks smooth, right? You're not seeing unless I get ultra close, I'm not seeing anything there. It's nice and smooth. It looks good. It has detailed lighting and shading and everything else. Now don't count these because these are not my models. These are low polygons. 15K pant models? Oh, that's way less than low. That's ridiculous. And I know you can fix that with post-processing. You just modify it out. But what I'm saying is the default Unreal Engine exposure settings are not realistic to how the human eyes work. 15K is like, that's like super low. Bro, if you go look at the models, I'm trying to think of a good mesh. The Paragon models, their models are like 15 million polys. Yeah, right? And so that's what I'm used to too. I'm used to old. That's how I learned to do game dev is with old ass like requirements. And so I like my style. I think my style is going to match very well with what I'm trying to do. And again, we can have. So let me give you an example. So again, we have 418 of these models right here. Now watch this. This is what's going to kill me is CPU. It's not GPU. So my CPU is going to bog down my GPU, even though I have the brand new i10 and it's super badass. The AI is not really cleaned up yet. So, but let's do this. I'm going to do an active number of 40 simultaneous AIs, and this is not in any way, shape, or form optimized. So real world physics, real world AI going down on 40 simultaneous AI interactions. And you see they're like falling on top of each other and like creating all this. And now my frames per second has only gone down by 20, and we're not even at the max yet. And keep in mind that I'm also streaming and encoding, and this is not in the optimized game. We're doing real world simulation and color. and I'm just throwing it. Now I'm at 50. So if I wasn't streaming, I'd probably be about 75. Now, I got down to 20, 25, 30 because I was looking directly at their madness, right? But the AI is what's causing that. So I could technically have 50 AI simultaneously, which in most games you will never see. You're not going to see 50 simultaneous AIs in an area where I have saturated like stuff, and none of this is being nanited. Like none of it is being nanited right now. And I'm streaming, and I've got like 3 programs open that are taking up resources. So it's all based off of how well you optimize things. Now, if we optimize the AI, then we'd have some better options too. Nah, no, I never actually, I learned it whenever I was modifying Neverwinter Nights. And Neverwinter Nights was under 100. I made a Neverwinter Nights shield that was 25 poly, and everybody was like, oh my god. It was like a big deal. That's so many polys. I'm like, whatever. Okay, let's get this fish in there. Let's see what this fish looks like in game. So this is fish I01. This is the fish body. Fish body 01. Are the fins coupled together? They were not. Let's group them together. Edit, delete history. Fish fins 01. Is that a dorsal fin? Is that how it's called? Fish dorsal fin 01. I don't know why I said fine, because I'm handy. That's why. Okay. So edit, delete history. Let's do save. Let's create a layer. And we're gonna call this LY fish 01. And let's go file, export selection, and fish 01. Okay. Should ask me to import it, which I'm going to. And then we'll throw it on the ground real quick just to see what it looks like. Nice. Now, for the sake of seeing the different color and how it looks, I'm not gonna be able to create any textures on stream. I'm just gonna make it red so I can see. Nice. Not bad. And so if we wanted to make it bigger, we'll just size it up. Like, let's say it's a big fish that I caught. Boom. Nice. Looks good. Never underestimate Minecraft poly. Oh, I thought I missed chat. Sorry, I didn't miss chat. Okay, so let's go see what that looks like in game. I just put a shiny texture on it for the sake of looking at it. Looks good. We need to get IK working at some point, but yeah. Pick up some ammo, pick up my weapon. Oh crap, I forgot I left that on 50. I definitely need to not do that. So 25, I've noticed I have no frames per second loss. Or it's minimal. So I normally keep it around 20. When I'm testing, it's minimal. I think I get to 50. at 25. The funny part is they can't get up, so they just fall down, which is cool because again they're rendering physics simultaneously. So we're still at the 70. So that's all 25. Yeah, that's all 25 down here. We're still at 60 with physics being rendered this entire time on all of them, and their AI is going off, which is kind of cool, right? And 60 frames is what you would hope for in a decent game. So anyways, that's that conversation. Okay, so we got fish in there. That's good. You guys have any questions? Because I think I've been going for almost 3 hours now. Definitely, if you haven't already favorite the stream. I'm going to be streaming more. I'm going to be, I wouldn't say it's a set schedule just yet. I'm working that piece. But I am going to be streaming more. And I'm going to be trying to do 3 to 4 hours a time. I'm probably going to go feed the dog. Oh, follow. I said, what did I say? I don't know what I said. Make sure you follow. Yeah. If you're not already following. We had 4 follows this stream and 3 subscriptions, which is awesome. Morning getting me. Look at that. Anyways, appreciate you guys being here. I'll probably stream a little bit later. Maybe, I don't know. I gotta feed the dog and I gotta get some things set up. Maybe take a shower. I'm still in my work clothes. And then I'll come back, see what it's like. But yeah, my goal is to stream at least an hour every couple of days. And hopefully once I get a set schedule, we'll be able to see each other more often. But yeah, appreciate you guys being here. Yep, anytime. Thank you. Is that a bug on my stream? Oh, it is a bug on the stream. I was seeing it like a duplicated thing. It's this. I don't know if that's the stream. It's gonna bug me. No, it's not the stream. Okay, it's just Twitch. It's just Twitch being Twitch. Okay, thank you guys. Till later. Make sure you join our Discord if you haven't already, because I'll post in the announcements from now on whenever I'm chatting. Join up on the Discord, and we'll stay together. Thanks, guys.